ever since I was little, I was a really big fan of Fire Emblem. I think I got into it when I was in probably grade 6 or 7-ish. My brother had an emulator on his computer and he was playing different Fire Emblem games. Fire Emblem Binding Blade, Blazing Blade, and Sacred Stones I think was the most memorable one for me. So Fire Emblem Sacred Stones is my favorite plot. It's my favorite Fire Emblem game of all time, and at this point I've played most Fire Emblem games, and the reason is because I find the plot really interesting and the fact that partway through the game you can pick a different route to choose. You could follow Ephraim's route or you could follow Erica's route, and the chapters that you play are slightly different depending on which route you pick, as well as the difficulty. The main characters are Ephraim and Erica, who are siblings. I mean, in the game they're twins. I believe Ephraim is the older twin. Anyway, my brother and I are not twins, but it was just cool. I was watching my brother play this game, and eventually when I got older, my friend gifted me Fire Emblem Sacred Stones to play on my Game Boy Advance SP, so I've played that a couple times. And to this day, even after all the Fire Emblem games that have been released since, I mean, I love them all, but Fire Emblem Sacred Stones is still my favorite one. Thinking about what to get my boyfriend as well as my brother for Christmas this year, and honestly, I had no idea. And when you have no idea, you just kind of wait for these ideas to hit you. So I was watching a YouTube video, as you do, and YouTube ads actually kind of work on me. Is that bad to say on camera? I don't know, but it does work. So I found an ad for something that I thought would be really cool because I could make it a Fire Emblem themed gift. So kind of geeky, kind of nerdy, but I think, or I hope, that my brother will appreciate it. I think my boyfriend will like it because arguably he's geekier than I am, but I don't know about my brother. I'm gonna show you guys what I got them for Christmas. This is not sponsored, by the way. If you're on YouTube, you've probably seen this ad before too, or this sponsor for different YouTubers' videos, but Established Titles, they sell plots of land in Scotland. If you own a plot of land, traditionally you get the title of Lord or Lady, and I thought that'd be kind of fun because in Fire Emblem games, they take place in a setting where characters do use the title of Lord or Lady, Duke, things like that. And so I thought it'd be fun to get a plot of land in Scotland for my brother and my boyfriend. Look it up on Google Maps, take a screenshot, print it out, and label them with Fire Emblem characters that kind of represent us. So Erica's not my favorite Fire Emblem character of all time, but she's pretty up there. And her brother's name is Ephraim, and he's a really cool character. I think my brother likes Ephraim. In Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, there's also a knight named Seth, who's like the OP knight at the start of the game. When I went through my first few playthroughs, I always had Seth and Erica reach S support by the end, so it just means that they're the closest characters to each other and they're kind of like the end game pair. So our plot of land is in Edelston, Scotland, which I think is close to Edinburgh. I did see on the map that there is a castle structure nearby called Dragonstone, and if you're familiar with Fire Emblem, you would know, okay, in Fire Emblem, Dragonstone is a weapon that the Manikites, or the dragon people, use to fight. And there is a Manikite in Sacred Stone. Her name is Myr. I don't really know what they're gonna do with this. It's just kind of fun to look at, but I hope they like it. So the cool thing about Established Titles is that they also give you a certificate with your new title of Lord or Lady with your name, and you can frame it. So that's what I did. This is what the certificate looks like. But I'm a Fire Emblem geek, so I wanted to make it even nerdier than it is. My last trip that I went to in Japan, actually both trips when I was in Japan, I would always hunt for Fire Emblem cipher cards, and they're really hard to find outside of Japan because these cards are not localized. So you're probably familiar with trading card games like the Pokemon cards or the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you might have collected when you were younger. Fire Emblem has a trading card game. I have no idea how it's played because I can't read Japanese, but the art for the cipher cards are really nice. So if you're a Fire Emblem fan, you've probably seen Fire Emblem cipher card art all over the place. And when I'm in Japan, I love to hunt for Fire Emblem cipher cards and just collect different ones, the blind packets, or even going to the store where they're all on display and picking out the ones I want to buy. And I think The most expensive one I bought was an Ike one. So this was Ike from, I believe, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. It was shiny. I saw it, and I remember when I was in Japan, I was playing Fire Emblem Heroes still every single day, and my goal was to get a +10 Brave Ike. And when I was in Japan, I finally got a +10 Brave Ike, and to celebrate, I ended up buying a Brave Ike shiny Fire Emblem cipher card, which I don't have here with me, but I do have other cipher cards, including Sacred Stones, because it's my favorite game, so obviously I have to own the characters from Sacred Stones. I have a cipher card of Ephraim, and Erica's in the shot as well. And then I have one of Erica because I did also get a plot of land for myself. I just thought the certificate was kind of cool, so I felt left out if I didn't get one for myself. And then I have one of Seth, and you can see Erica and Ephraim in the background. He was the knight loyal to their father, and so it's really cute that Erica and Ephraim are also in this photo. I have no idea if they're gonna appreciate this present, but if I received it, I would appreciate it, but that might just be because I'm crazy about Fire Emblem and they might not be as interested in Fire Emblem as I am, but that's fine. I'm having fun with it. And just in case they don't like it, I did get them a backup gift, but I just thought this was kind of interesting and a bit more creative than just buying something and wrapping it. I am still going to wrap these presents, so that's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna write some Christmas cards as well.